Hi, this is Kelly with HomeSewnGirl, and today I have completed a journal. It is a Wonder Books journal, which is similar to the Little Golden Books. And this one is I See the Sea. So it's beach themed book. So the book measures 6¼ inches wide, 8 1/8 inch tall. The spine is 2 inches. I have left the front because of the colors and it is in good shape. There's a little quilted patch here with a little yo-yo and a seagull button. Some trim that I found at an estate sale. We have some shell fabric with some blue lace glued down the spine, and on the back is more vintage lace that I found at an estate sale, along with a gold doily that kind of resembles a sand dollar with a little doily embellished in the middle. I've closed it with some vintage hem lace that I also found at an antique sale. So in the journal there are 128 pages, and I have with 2 signatures. So I left the inside covers as they were. One, because they're in good shape, and 2, I didn't want to cover up the illustrations. So I have used A Day at the Beach Digital by Artymaze. I'll link that below, and in the signatures throughout. So I have trimmed this page again with some vintage trim that I found at different estate sale. Inside there's writing. This is part of the digital journal. Some coffee dyed paper. This is cardstock from a package that I have in my collection. This is one of the little tags from the kit. We have a pocket here. The pocket is from the kit. The cards, they are beachward sayings and phrases from Mrs. Cogs Crafts on Etsy. My soul is full of longing for the secret of the sea, H.W. Longfellow. We have 2 little journal cards. This is a digital print from Vintage Beach Fun by Mrs. Cogs Crafts. And this is an image from Graphics Fairy with some trim sewed at the top. Some old ledger paper. It opens out. Some blue dyed copy paper. A coffee filter that has been coffee dyed. Here's part of the journal, A Day at the Beach by Artymaze. More coffee dyed paper. Here are 2 pockets from the digital, and each has a card that a tag, for journaling. Happy as a clam, and the world is your oyster. And again, these are Mrs. Cogs. No, I'm sorry. These are A Day at the Beach. the words are Mrs. Cogs. Some washi tape on the edge of the cardstock, and on the back side is a ruffle made from some blue fabric. Coffee dyed paper. Here the book begins. I See the Sea. It's a wonder book, and it is dated 1961. Here's some coffee paper with another page tag. Here is an envelope that I have coffee dyed and have embellished a little bit. There's a pocket on the front, one of Mrs. Cogs' sayings. The printout is from the Graphics Fairy. A ticket, a little punch out, and this is from Mrs. Cogs' vintage beach fun photos. A journaling card tucked away, and through the window of the envelope you can see behind the little girl at the beach. On the back is room for journaling. These have been washi taped because the pages are fragile, so I've washi taped to avoid any tearing. Here we have a page that I have taken from Gail Agostinelli. She takes collage pieces of the different papers, and this is different papers that I've used throughout the journal, and glues them around the edge of the page. There's room for writing, journaling. We have a fabric flip, and it is a water scene, some waves, and some of the shells fabric that I used on the cover of the journal, with some lace that I was gifted by a friend. We have some eyelet blue trim glued to the side. Here's the middle of the first signature. I've taken some lace that I coffee dyed and made the pockets. In one of the pockets is a cutout from the A Day at the Beach kit. Every summer has a story, and I've made it into a little writing journal. This is vellum that I took an image from, I believe it was from the Graphics Fairy, and this paper was from the Graphics Fairy, and just made a little journal book. These papers are from Roxy Creations on Etsy. It's called Printed Tinted Paper, and they come in all different colors, so I picked the colors that were resemblant of the journal and the sea. And here's the back of that vellum. So that's just tucked away in that pocket. Again, some more of that eyelet trim glued on the side. On the back side, we have a pocket, and this is a Gail Agostinelli. She has it on her YouTube. It is a pocket. Here's one of the images from A Day at the Beach for journaling, tucked away. And this pocket has 4 tags that are ready for embellishing or journaling. Some more copy paper, the back side of that collaged paper for journaling, and a scene of a sky, a summer sky. Here's a book page. This is the other side of the envelope, and I've put some paper on the front for journaling space, and in the back a little collage with some journaling space. Here's one of the tickets from the kit. Here is an embellished paper clip, and this is an envelope, again from the kit, with a postcard for journaling tucked away on some coffee dyed paper. This is avocado dyed paper, some coffee dyed paper. This is another digital from a day at the beach. Some coffee paper that's been dyed, the back side of that ledger. Here is the last, I'm sorry. Here is a cardstock, and on it is a vellum piece with some paper behind it for journaling. And again, here journaling and journaling here. It just kind of flips out with some blue crab washi tape on cardstock. Copy paper. And this is the last page of the first signature. So we have some more of the trim. Here's a little button of a tote bag with a beach towel clipped on the trim. This is the second signature, and again we have the trim glued on, space for journaling, coffee paper. Here we have over the page tags with trim that look like starfish. Inside is room for journaling, and on the back side too. This is cardstock of a beach wave with some fabric of beach scene ruffled on the side. And we turn it over, and we have here a pocket that flips open for journaling, a little cluster, a tag with a little pocket, and here is a postcard that with some vellum flipped open. I saw this on Roxy Creations, and we have two pockets of vellum. We have another one of Mrs. Cogs' beach words and sayings. At the beach, time you enjoyed. Wasting is not wasted. We have here some ephemera, a ticket from the kit, a little punch out, and then this is a ticket that came from the Graphics Fairy. And that is tucked away in the pocket. Some ledger paper, blue copy paper that's been dyed. More space for journaling, a page tag, journaling space, coffee paper, storybook. Here is a pendant upper tuck spot with some lace at the top and a journaling card, journaling spots tucked in with journaling space underneath. This is paper from Roxy Creation. Here we have a pocket. This is an image from the kit, the digital kit, with a large tag with some trim attached at the top, a little pin with a beach word saying, some fabric, and some lace. And then the back is space for journaling. This is some tatting that I received from a friend who was cleaning out her aunt's house. So it looks like she must have made it. That I can just assume. Here is some pink avocado dyed paper. Again, I put washi tape on the book pages to ensure that it didn't tear. Some paper doily, coffee paper. This is an envelope that I've embellished on the front image from the kit, and a saying, a paper tag, and on the back side is an image that's been glued on. Inside we have a journaling space. This came from Graphics Fairy, and this is a journaling spot. More coffee dyed paper with a ticket attached to the side. Here we have a pocket, and inside is an envelope from the kit, and I didn't glue it down or anything. I left it to be either written like this, or you can glue it and make it a pocket, embellish it however you want. This is the middle of the second journal signature, and again I've put some lace. I have a ribbon sewn in between, and I've made a little journal book out of pattern paper from an old sewing pattern that I had. Here is one of those images from Mrs. Cogs, Vintage Beach Fun. I have a die cut, and I just die cut a frame to frame the girls there with a seashell from the Graphics Fairy. Inside is one of the tags from the kit, placed in the pocket behind the picture. Well, I'll do that in a minute. So you open it up, and there's a little collaging, but there's space for journaling and more space. There's a couple of stickers in here, and then this was from the digital kit. And the back side journaling space too. Lots of journaling spots. Here's the back side of that envelope. I just took a little image and glued it on as kind of like a little tag. Here in the book, there were 2 pages that were torn when I purchased the book. So what I did was I made a little tuck spot on the page, and I just put one of the vintage photographs from the digital here, a tab, and again on this side another little vintage copy paper, the doily, and then this is the second page that was torn when I purchased it. I didn't want to not use the page, so I made an over the page tuck spot that you can remove, and in it I just put 2 of the this is from the kit, and this one too. This is the other side of the pocket previously, and in here is just a little journaling spot, more of that tatting lace, and a seashell from Graphics Fairies that I fussy cut and glued on. Here we have a belly band. It is made from different fabrics that I had with beachy scene, some old trim that I had gotten at an estate sale. This I saw at Roxy Creation. This is a seed folder that I purchased from Target a couple of years ago, and I just took some old book page, did a little stamping, put one of the sayings on a tag, attached it, and inside is an image from the kit for space for journaling, some ledger paper glued on for journaling, and tuck it away under the belly band. Some lace with a button of a flip-flop attached. More coffee dyed paper. Journaling spots. Here's a cluster at the top of the page that I just tucked a ticket under. The back side of that ledger paper. Here we have a closure that opens up the paper, and inside is some paper for journaling. I used images from the kit to make the circles for the closure. I glued it down on the sides so we have a tuck spot and one of the large tags from the kit. And coffee paper and more journaling spots. This is the end of the second signature. Now on the back, I didn't cover it either, but I did put a pocket, and I have a little cluster here, and I've got some trim, and I made a little folder that there we go. Well, there we go. So you open it up, there's a little collaging here, and inside there's a pocket with a tag. In the middle is some writing paper, and in the back another pocket with another tag. And there we go. And I just tucked it in the pocket like this. So that is my book that I finished. I See the Sea. I will list it on my eBay store. I will list the link below. I'll list the people that I used, their digitals or their papers or their sayings or their images. I'll list all that below to give them credit. I appreciate you stopping by, and I'll see you soon.